Good morning. Today we are doing this darling little tea towel. This is Quilt Camp by Barbara Jones of Henry Glass, and I think it is the cutest fabric you've ever seen in your life. And anybody who's got a little trailer, camper, whatever, this would be darling in their camper or trailer. So what you want to do is you want to take a tea towel, just a plain tea towel, and we do have kits for this. And I love dots. I love stripes. Obviously, you can tell. So you take a tea towel. Then you take any panel that you would like. So this comes in a panel. And out of the panel, you get two different darling tea towels out of it. So what you're going to do is, if you're not going to do all the tea towels at one time, I would cut whatever you would like. And this is going to be the first one. So what you would do is iron on your wonder under on what you would like. And all you have to do is iron it. And of course, because I'm doing this on camera, this probably won't come off very well. That's the way it always is, you know. And you put the nubby side down. Please comment, because I'm giving away 3 friction pens, my favorite color, red, blue, and black. So comment, and you get 3 people to get a pen today. Okay, make sure you don't iron on your ironing mat, because otherwise you're going to have goo and ooh on it, and it's going to drive you wacko. Okay, so iron it really well. And I iron it on both sides, and please don't get any on your iron, otherwise it's going to drive you nuts. If you do get something on your iron, you take those dryer sheets, and all you have to do is take your hot iron and go over it. It'll take all the goo off your iron. So I always have dryer sheets in my sewing room. Then after that, put on your glasses, because you can't see where the crap anymore because you're getting mature. Then I cut off all my nails, so I can't get it started very well. And make sure that it adhered to it, and then just peel it off. I think I need a little more. I wouldn't do the whole thing at one time if you're not going to do the whole thing, because it's going to be, you can have that gumminess on it, and if you leave it and it gets rolled up, it's going to be a gumball. It's awful. I did that. That's why I know from experience. It's awful. There we go. Okay. You guys get the gist of what I'm doing. You just rip it all off. Okay. You got how to do that. Then what you do is you take it, and I fold the top and the bottom just a little, so you don't have any raw edges, because you don't, I don't know, I don't like raw edges. I got this thing about it anyway. So I just fold the top and the bottom, and because you've got that adhered wonder under, it's just going to sit and it's going to go. So I fold the top and the bottom, and I show in directions where to cut it. I just cut where the flowers are for the first one, and just a little bit on the top, just a little bit of white, and then I just iron it. And this is where you can really get your iron gummed up, because you got to be really, really careful, and honey, sometimes I'm not that careful. Once again, make sure you comment, so you can win some free friction pens. And then I do the bottom, and then I put the sides in just a little bit, just so that I don't have any raw edges. I just don't like those raw edges. Then I take my beautiful tea towel, and I find the center of the tea towel, and I mark it so I know where it is. And I mark with right sides together, because you want to know where it is, the center of your panel. And then I put a pin in it. Okay? Like this. Then I take my ruler and I measure 3 inches up from the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Use my friction pen. Should move it up.
No, just straighten out the towel at the back so everybody can see. There you go.
Okay, sorry. 3 inches from the bottom. And then all I do is just draw the line. Okay. And previously I had already marked my center, and I've got a center anyways already there. Then what I do is I put my centers, match them up, move all this stuff underneath here so I can iron nicely, and I place this panel, the center, right on center, and I put my panel right on the line. Okay. This from underneath it sits nice and flat. Okay. Right on the lines, you make sure it's all just nice and perfect. Take the pin out, otherwise it'll get stuck. I've done that also. Oh, honey, anything you've done wrong, I've already done it. Then you iron. The panel on. This is such a quick, easy gift. You can use any panel. That's the beauty of it. It's just the cutest thing for a gift. Then I turn this around, and I want to make sure this is matching in the back. Got new pins, you guys. My other ones were about done in. Let's make sure this is matching.
What brand of iron is that?
That's a Panasonic. It's awesome. I love this iron. Absolutely love this iron. It's cordless. It's shaped like a football, so you have to put it in its base. And that's what I like about it. It's awesome. I have one at each of my sewing stations. That's how much I like it. And I have a lot of irons. There we go. And we have a long arm machine, which Lindsay does the long arming, and she likes it because she can take it and put it on the long arm. Okay, and you go around here. You make sure you match. Now they have Teflon one too, which I just got because I wanted to see if I like the Teflon. I like that one also. It's very nice. There we go. Cute, cute, and cuter. Now what I do is I take and do the blanket stitch I've got 1/2 of it all done with a blanket stitch. Okay, I use a blanket stitch, and I always do the width to 3 and the length to 3. I like the way it looks, plus it's easy to remember. Because as we get more mature, we don't remember things like we used to. And then I just sew it. Move all my junk so I don't knock it down. I've all got my change of threads here. Back up just a little bit here. Nope, I don't like the way it looks. Let me switch it. Let me switch our Ruth Girlers. Also, if you get these guys that have the stiletto on one side, just don't poke yourself. I do that too. I should have done mirror image on that one. That's what I did wrong. I wasn't paying attention. Got too excited. Let me just go on and do this. Okay, then after you get that done, then what you do is you need your rickrack. Okay, the important part of the rickrack is you don't want any raw edges on each side. And I do have a video of how I do napkins. Easy, simple way to do napkins. Okay, let me move this. And I didn't want to have to go over here so you guys couldn't see what I'm doing. Okay, so to do the 3/4 inch, let me move this out of the way. You need a 3-inch strip of fabric. I'm going to use 2 different colors. And when I do smaller items, like the 3/4, 1/2 inch, I sometimes do fold it in half before I start, so then I know where the center is. Okay. I have these made for the 28mm Rotary cutter by Clover. I like the way they feel. It fits my hand. I have small hands. And I know everybody doesn't have small hands, but I tend to. And I just like them. I've always liked them. And when you're making a ruler, every blade is shaped differently. So you can't make a ruler that fits every blade. You figure that out when you're inventing something. Okay, I am doing my little flipper. I'm totally not technical, so I call it a flipper. I know that's not technical, but I call it that. So every slot, what you want to do is just go up to the center. And then you move it down as you go along until you're done with your fabric. And this also, you have enough fabric to do 2 tea towels, which is awesome.
Where'd you find the fabric?
This is, it's an older fabric. It's Barbara Jones. It's called Quilt Camp. And actually, I have like 7 friends that design fabric, and when I find something that I love of theirs, I kind of hang on to it until I find something I want to do with it. It's what you call fabric stash hoarding. I know it's terrible. I do. And I just love, I think it's the cutest stuff in the whole wide world. When they come up with something new, I just buy all their stuff because it's the cutest stuff. She also did these darling, oh my gosh, little bug cars I'm going to make something with. I just found that in my stash the other day and I thought, oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing. My granddaughter's going to start driving, so I want to make something. She named her car Jarvis. So I want to make like a car blanket for her out of that. So just keep cutting away. Just go up and down the slot. Okay, then what you want to do,
Are you using the 3/4 inch prairie point ruler?
yep, 3/4 inch, I'm going to make it into rickrack. You just do one less fold. And I've got them pretty much done for you. So you can see how to finish them off, because that's, once you get this down, it's like a piece of cake. You could do these in your sleep. If you ever done prairie points before, this is just easier because it's all in a line. Okay, you always, always, always want to go the same direction. I don't care if you go left to right or right to left. But you always want to go the same direction or my grandmother will come from heaven and slap you. My very, very talented, amazing grandmother. She was sloppy, but she was way talented. And these, absolutely use glue, or else you'll be in a rubber room with a rubber toilet and chair. Then all you have to do is put a little glue just in the corner. Then you go the opposite direction. And then see this little guy? This is called the flipper. This is so you don't have any raw edges. And you just fold it down, glue it, and that's so you don't have any raw edges when you start and stop. Awesome. No raw edge. Okay, so then you just keep continuing all the way down. Okay, so that's how you do that. So I've got my black and white almost done, and I've got my green almost done. So once again, let me show you how you do the flipper. Let me cut all these little threads away. So here's the flipper. I'm going to glue it down. Then I'll show you how to do the end. Some glasses so I can see. Put this little doobie over here. Okay, let's get these little doobies off. Have to redo this that I made a mistake on here. Okay. So you want to measure it to make sure. Wrong one, guys. Here it is. You want to make sure that it goes all the way across. Okay, so I got a few left to do on this. And where did I put the other one? Here it is. And I'm down to the last one on this one. Okay, so let me finish this one off. I don't have many to go at all. But this would be cute with a Christmas panel, Easter. Oh my gosh, it would be the cutest darn thing you've ever seen. Lindsay's favorite holiday, Halloween. She loves Halloween. And then before you finish it, you want to make sure you put Fray Check on it because you don't want all the threads to get all icky. Do that. Grandma would come from heaven and get me on that one. Glue. I'll tell you, this glue is the best invention that was ever made. Please put your name in so you can win. I'm giving away 3 friction pens today. My favorite colors, red, black, and navy. Those things are awesome too, I'll tell you. Okay, then what you do after this is you make sure of the length. Okay. Okay, so you're going to want to end here. So what you're going to do is take this little guy, you're going to fold it up like this, and I'll iron it. And it's going to be cut off just like when you do your Clover. Then all you have to do is iron it with a little glue, and you skip EIA, you are done. Then what you have to do is see how long this is going to be. Also, a trick to this is when you start this, you want these to be opposites, okay? Because when you start braiding it, you want it to be opposites. So you got to see where this ends up. And I've already fray checked all of mine, and I'll just show you how to do the fray check. Okay, so I got to do one more. I thought it was going to end up like this, which is awesome. You go backwards on it. And see this little guy that's left? All you have to do is fold it up and undo it a little bit. Just make sure it's even, just like that. Okay. I'm going to iron it so it's nice and flat. Get the little threads off, and then I'm just going to cut it off. In the back. And then cut this off right there. And then iron nicely on there. Make sure that you fray check. And I fray checked everything. And when you fray check, all you have to do is you fray check just the corners so that they don't fray. This stuff is awesome. And then you fray like right here. You fray check every little corner all the way down on both of them. And that's before you put them together, after you've done them. I did that already on them. So you guys didn't have to watch me fray check. Then all you have to do after this is weave it back together. Yep, there we go. Then what I do is I glue these little babies together. And then I iron them. Get rid of any little threads that are hanging on. And then what's cool about this thing, I did a teaching in Idaho, and in Paris, Idaho, some guy made these, and my husband wanted a Green Bay Packer one. I said, okay. Believe me, the last colors I'd get was Green Bay Packers. I don't watch football. Not my kind of thing. And I just make sure these any little raw edges are underneath. And I just keep gluing, gluing, and gluing. Not like any little raw edges in here. This direction. So the cool thing is you can get 2 tea towels out of the one panel. Get this down there. Okay, that looks good. Then all you have to do is put this little baby on top of here. And then I just glue this on here. And when you do this, I just take and I put where the line is, I match. See if you can see this. Where this comes down right where the line is, where this meets is where the line is. And all I do is glue it on. And then I sew around it like, I'll show them. You can show them this corner.
You show them the back.
Okay, that'd be good. Can you see it?
See it on the screen, but
and I haven't got it all sewed, I just started. Or if you want to see this one too. And voila, you have got a tea towel, and it's the cutest thing. And you give it as a gift, everybody thinks it's the most darling, darling gift you've given them. Next week I'm going to be in Atlanta, and the next week I'm going to be in Lakeland, Florida. So if I can figure out how to do a live Facebook, cross your fingers on that one, I will do a live Facebook. So, and then the next week after that, I'll have Lindsay announce what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do something with those little bug cars because I want to get a quilt made for my granddaughter. So, have a wonderful weekend. Please put, oh, I got to do a drawing. Hello, is anybody home? Apparently not. Okay. Okay, for the first pen, it is Jody Raines Phillips. And you can choose, give you a blue. And for the next pen, Arlena Hill. Let's do a black pen. And for the red pen, let's do Karen Kyle Nall. You won the red pen. So congratulations, ladies, and we will see you in about 2 weeks. And I'll try to do the Facebook Live. God bless and have a wonderful weekend.